Hey everyone, welcome to another tutorial. Um, in this part we are going to look at how to send email using VBA. Okay, with that, let's get started. Alright, so for this tutorial I have two examples and most of my stuff is commented, so I'm gonna post this later on Twitter probably, but just to make it easier to understand, I have comments on my code too. So if any still have questions, please drop in the comment section. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Okay, thank you. So again, we have two examples. The first one is really short and sweet. This one sends the workbook that we are working on to a recipient email. Okay, so let's look at the code. Got a variable called WB for workbook, this type of workbook right here, and then I'm setting this variable to the active workbook, the workbook we're currently working on. Okay, this one here, Excel to PDF, Excel SM. Okay, this is our workbook. So our goal is to email this to a recipient. Okay, and the workbook object has a method called sendMail. So let me back up a little bit here and put a dot. See this method here. This is the method we are using to send the email. Okay, it has three parameters: recipients, subject, and return receipt. So the recipient in my case is this email address, is my email address, comma, separate with comma, and then the subject line within double quotes, both in double quotes. The last parameter is return receipt, which we really don't use, but it's like sending certified mail to someone. If you need a confirmation that the recipient received your mail, this does the almost same thing. The recipient has to give a confirmation, and you get a confirmation back that the email has been received. Okay, I haven't seen anybody use it, but it is there if you want to use it. Okay, this is just a true false value, so you can set it by default it's false. If you set it true, when the recipient receives the email and opens it, it's going to ask the recipient, you want to send a confirmation, something to that effect. Okay, I'm gonna leave this alone for now. Okay, I attached this sub to our button here. So let me just show you real quick. Assign macro. It's right here. Email workbook sub. Okay, so it's assigned. I'm gonna click it and let's see what happens. Okay, I press the button. All right, now Outlook is popping with a warning, and it says a program is trying to send an email message on your behalf. If this is unexpected, click deny and verify your antivirus software is up to date, yada yada. Or for more information, all that good stuff. So I'm going to say allow, and this is going to send the email to my Gmail. Okay, sometimes I have to refresh my Outlook because there's a kink and it's not syncing properly, not as fast as I supposed to. So I'm gonna just send receive all folders just to refresh it. Okay, email is here. In Outlook it shows I received. Let me go back to Gmail. This is my Gmail too here, but the Outlook, there's a problem with syncing, and as you can see in the Gmail on the web, same thing. We received the email. Okay, So that's our little first example. Next, we have a bigger set of code, but it's not that bad. It's a little longer, but it's more powerful too. Okay, so let's look at this code now. With this, we had to add a reference, okay, because we're using Outlook.application object, Outlook application. With this, everything is built in. You don't have to add anything. But with this, you have to go to Tools, References, and make sure this one is checked. Microsoft Outlook 16.0 Object Library. Okay, the 16.0 can be different from based on your version, but again, it's Microsoft Outlook Object Library, so this doesn't matter whether it's 16 or 15. Okay. All right, so once that's added, we're going to declare our variables. I have 3 variables here. First one is I called mail app. It's an Outlook.application type. The next one is a new mail. This is Outlook.mail item. And then we have a string type of file path, fpath. I called it fpath. Okay, so 3 variables. And next we are setting our variables here. So I'm setting the mail app to a new Outlook.application. We can do this a little differently too by creating the object later on. If you've seen my previous tutorials where we set mail app equals create object application.create object, right? I'm passing Outlook.application. But it's almost the same thing, but with this type, when we do this way, we get the IntelliSense help. Like when you place the dot in there, it gives you help. You know what I'm saying? You get IntelliSense. Right, so that's one of the differences. But anyway, let's get back onto track with our code. Okay, so we're setting our application, variables here, and then we are defining the recipient email here with new mail.to, and we're setting to the recipient email. If you want, you can go CC, BCC. You know, if you have multiple recipients, you can do that as well. I commented this out, but it's there for you to use if you need to. Next, I'm setting the file path to the file I want to send. With this, again, you can send different file types. This one only sends the current workbook that we are working in, or a different workbook, the Excel workbook. But with this way of doing, you can send PDFs or any type of file you basically like to. Okay, and then we are setting the subject of our new email. This is our subject. Okay, and the body of the email. Okay, right here. This keyword here, VB new line, it adds extra line, so anything comes after here goes to the next line, and same thing here, and it's surrounded by 2 ampersand signs, so we're adding on. Okay, so basically we are saying hello from Excel VBA. We add in a new line, and then see attachment please, add in another line, and then regards, and add in another line again. Okay, and then we are attaching our attachment here, new mail.attachment.add method, and we are passing in the file that we specified here. Okay, and finally we are sending it. All right, so once that's all done, we're doing some cleanup here. We're clearing this, we're setting these two objects we created up here to nothing. That clears them from the memory. Okay, so I'm not gonna use this right now. I'd like you to try it and let me know how it works out for you. Okay, I mean, I tested before, it's fine with, you know, it worked for me, but I'm gonna let you work with this one and let me know if it works or doesn't. I mean, it should work, but I didn't have any problems. Okay, so I think that's it for this tutorial. Until the next one, take it easy.